Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Holly Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's Perspective. Okay, I'm not going to be before you very long, but I just stopped by to say that in light of two civil rights giants that passed away late last week, C.T. Vivian and Congressman John Lewis, it really, and in watching some of the tributes to them and watching some of their former speeches and actions, I was renewed. My fervor to do my part to make my country as brilliant and as great as it could be, as she claims to be, was renewed. Because with both of those men, they literally gave and worked their lives. Hey, Bridget, they worked all of their lives dedicated to this nation to make her become what she purports to be. Land of the free, home of the brave, one justice under God, with liberty and justice for all. Those sayings, those bedrock sayings, they put their lives to work, literally. Well, hello, Tanisha. Hey, cuz. And cuz. I got Kim and Deborah on here. So just hearing and watching them and watching the tributes to them for decades and decades, unwavering. So often we get excited about something and we start something and we go strong for a couple of months, and then 6 months, a year later, can't nobody find you doing that same thing. You've gone on, you've changed your mind, something else interests you. You know, it's like the flashing light bulb syndrome. What's next? What's next? What's next? And hearing so many of the tributes for those two men in particular made me really stop and say, Holly, you know, the difference between a moment and a movement is commitment. The difference between a moment and a movement is sacrifice. So what are you doing? I asked myself, what are you doing that years after you're gone, someone can say, oh yes, this is what she believed in. She stood for it, she fought for it, she sacrificed for it. Can we say that? Will that be able to be said of us? Many of you know, and if you don't, years and years ago, 30 years ago, I was in a class that required us to create a mission statement, a personal mission statement. That many decades ago, I said, if I cannot impact a life, then I've wasted mine. And that always serves as guardrails for me. I'm not going to treat people any old kind of way, because my personal value system will not allow me to do that if I'm going to impact a life. So it serves as guardrails, and has for all these years. In looking back over what they have given to this nation, they were disciplined, they were dedicated, and it made a difference for the rest of us. And so my challenge is, even if you don't have a national platform like they did, can you ask and answer the question of yourself, are you making a difference? Is there anything that you would commit your time, your money, your life, your livelihood, your resources, just sacrifices? Is there anything that means that much to you that you would commit it all in the pursuit of this? And so that's my question. And again, in looking back on and reading and listening to so many of the tributes for C.T. Vivian and John Lewis, I have a debt that remains to be paid. Service is the rent we pay for living on this earth. So ask and answer the question, what are you leaving? What are you so committed to that you will spend your life? 5 years ago you were doing this. 5 years from now, you'll still be doing it. You'll still be pursuing it. You'll still be passionate about it. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you. Thanks for jumping on. Hey, Marsha. And hey, Miss Mary and Patricia. Thanks for all who are jumping on with me. Ask and answer the question. Until next time, take real good care of yourselves.